Go ahead, it's on the cot. Go ahead, it's on your new bed. You have a Canopy bed now. There he goes. Is he gonna go on it?
Stella, Splash, Simba, Boo, Sammy, Richard, Nancy, Goldie, Ziggy, Ringo, Eva, Hydrox, and Ditto, the Lucky Ferals.
It's about 9 a.m. Here's Simba. Hello, Simba. Simba's sitting in the scale right now. I have a scale underneath this cat tower. And today was his weigh-in day, and the amount of the scale moved because Simba moved. I can't believe this. When I first put Simba on the cat tower, it weighed 18 pounds and 15 ounces. And now, as he's moving around, we can see that the scale's moving. Now it's saying 19 pounds, 2 ounces. 19 pounds, 1 ounce. So what I'm going to have to do to verify his weight is do the old-fashioned method where I stand on a scale, record my weight, and then pick Simba up, stand on the scale, and record our weight together. Here's Simba, and I just confirmed his weight on the other scale, and it's showing 18.8. So that's good. That means Simba has not gained anything from last week, but he really hasn't lost anything from last week. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, because we want to make sure Simba has slow and steady weight loss. Right, Simba? How you feeling? Good? Simba says he's feeling good. It is 7 a.m. and here's Simba. Good morning, Simba. So last night was the first night I had to use like an extra blanket on my bed because it just got so cold, right, Simba? How did you and Splash sleep, okay? I went to bed a little bit later than I would have liked to, like almost midnight, and I couldn't fall asleep, and I'm like, what is going on? And then I realized, oh my gosh, I'm just cold. So I had to grab an extra blanket, and then eventually I fell asleep. Hello, Simba. Hello, Simba. How are you? Also, yesterday evening, the air quality finally got better. So we've been going through several days of really bad air quality from the Canadian wildfires. And my eyes have been bothering me. Like yesterday, my eyes were burning me like all day. It was horrible. Another thing that happens is I feel like I have no energy. Like this morning, I woke up, I feel great. I feel like I have energy. I'm ready to go. But for the past few mornings, it's been the total opposite. Like I just wake up and I feel like I have no energy. And the only thing that I could think of to attribute it to was the air quality, because the air quality was that bad. Right, Simba? Yesterday afternoon, I even moved this air purifier over here into the living room. This is normally in Boo's room. I started using this when I had so many litter boxes in that room when I was TNRing the Lucky 7 because litter tends to create dust, and I just wanted to make sure it was all contained. So I originally started with a smaller air purifier than this one. But then over time, I gradually got this one. This is only like $100, so it's not like a terribly large expense, although, you know, it is a good amount of money. And it does a good job. So I put it here yesterday afternoon, and I put it on high. I felt like it definitely made a difference inside the house because my eyes were not bothering me as much. And then eventually, several hours later, I kept checking on the air quality map. The air quality eventually went down to a normal level, which was good. And right now, it's still a normal level outside, right, Simba? So if I wanted to go for a bicycle ride this morning, I could do that. If I want to do some work in the yard, I could do that. I mean, I could do it the previous few days, but the problem is it was really burning my eyes. And I just felt horrible from it. I think some people might be more sensitive to it than others. I was looking online and I felt so bad for the people in Minnesota and Michigan because they had it way worse than we did. You know, we're down here in New York, but they're much closer to the fires. And, you know, you only have so many months of summer. You really want to enjoy it. You don't want beautiful sunny days to turn into hazy gray days because of wildfire smoke. I mean, something has to be done about that. Here's Splash and Simba. They just had their morning squeeze up. Simba gets it with some Cosequin in it. And I finally found their toy that's been missing for weeks now. And I recharged the battery. And it's running around here. The two of them are just like watching it right now. Maybe they're going to interact with it. They seem to like this toy. What happened? Does it just stop after a while? Oh no, there it goes. It keeps going. Last night they had catnip on these pieces of packing paper. So maybe there's some residual catnip on the paper and they're a little bit chill from that. But they're watching the toy like they're interested in it. It is 9:09 a.m. Here's Richard. He's looking out the open window. Cousin Oliver had breakfast this morning. And it was so funny because, well, there's Ringo. It was so funny because I just got a phone call on the Sammy hotline. And I see it's one of the neighbors that was helping to look for Sammy. So I pick up the phone. I'm like, hello? And she's like, I just wanted to ask you if you're missing another cat because I saw the most beautiful cat in my yard last night or yesterday, and it looks like it's well fed. I don't know if it's just one of the local stray cats or if it's one of your cats that may be gone missing. And I was like, no, all my cats are here and accounted for. So then we were just having a little discussion, and it ends up that she has two cats and they both have heart problems right now. And she's in her 70s and she's having a health problem. And she bought them a can of salmon oil because the vet said that it would be good for them to be on salmon oil. But she says that they won't eat it. She wanted to know if I wanted it. And I told her that I have a lot of salmon oil for my cats and she might want to contact her neighbors, the two women that work with a lot of rescues, and that I'm sure that they could use it. So that's what she's going to do. But I just thought it's so funny that here we are months later and I'm still getting calls about, Sammy being missing and, or am I missing any other cats? Some people have checked in to make sure she hasn't gone missing again. I'm like, no, she's still here. It is 10 a.m. I just walked into the kitchen and saw this. Sammy sitting on the windowsill. We do not sit on kitchen windowsills, Sammy. You understand that? We do not sit on kitchen windows. So I guess I never trained the cats to stay away from the kitchen windows because I haven't really opened them much before. But the cats are trained to stay off the kitchen counters, and they are also trained to stay off the kitchen table. Now I have to train Sammy to stay off the kitchen window. Right, Nancy? These are Fancy Feast gems with salmon mousse, and I got these for free. Purina was giving them away for free, and I was like, okay, I'll try them for the cats. This is the one and only time the cats are going to get these because I don't like the ingredients. They have sodium tripolyphosphate in them. It's pretty high up on the ingredient list. We're going to try to avoid that ingredient whenever we can because it can increase phosphorus levels. It can have issues with kidneys. This is something you want to research on your own, look into. I'm still in the process of looking into it. But I have these. And I figure for the cats to try it one time, it's not going to be too bad. So we'll see if Splash and Simba like these. Splash is on top of the armoire today. So I just gave him his little bowl of food. This is his lunch. The cats have been getting a half portion for breakfast. Then they get the other half for lunch. It looks like he doesn't have any interest in it right now, but it could be that maybe he'll just eat it a little bit later. So we'll check on him later. And here's Simba. Simba's on top of the cat tower. And I put it on the bunk bed near him. So we'll see if he'll eat that. Oh, here goes Splash. Splash is moving around here. Is Splash going to eat it? He's tasting it. Now we have to remember that Splash is afraid of new foods. However, Splash does tend to like Fancy Feast. So Splash is giving it a try. Good job, Splash. He's looking at Simba. He's like, why isn't Simba eating it? He's looking at Simba again. All right, so Splash seems to be enjoying it. What are you going to do, Simba? Are you going to try it? Simba says he'll give it a try also. Simba just wants to lick it. He's licking up the gravy. There's Simba's bowl, so he licked the top of it. He licked off the top of the pyramid. He left the bottom portion. And this is Splash's, and Splash ate everything. Good boy, Splash is a good eater. It's almost 7 p.m. There's a whole bunch of cats relaxing in the living room right now. So here's Nancy. Here's Ziggy. There's Goldie. That's Richard. And you can't see Ringo, but he's in the corner. That's Ringo's favorite spot. And here's Sammy. Hello, Sammy. And yesterday was the day that I posted the video about Boo passing away. That was such a difficult video to edit and post. It took me all day yesterday to work on that, and I was just a mess while I was editing it because it brings back all the memories of that day in the hospital when I had to put him down, and you just feel it all over again, like it's happening all over again. So that was difficult. And I have not been filming much at all recently because I know the vlogs are over 3 months behind at this point, and I'd really like to get them caught up. And, there hasn't been a whole lot of stuff going on that I want to document, or I felt that was really important to document. So I've just been taking a break from that. After everything that I've been through the first half of this year, it's really nice to have nothing major to vlog about. It's really nice to just have boring days. Boring, calm, and peaceful days. Right, Ziggy? Right, Goldie? And I'm just about to go for a bike ride. I've been reading the comments that people have been leaving on the Rest in Peace Boo video, and I haven't had a chance to respond to any of them yet. And it's just been really helpful reading those comments, although at the same time it does make me really, really sad. So it's kind of bittersweet to read those comments, but I do appreciate all the comments. So when you do leave a comment, know that I read it. Even if I don't heart it or respond to it, know that I read it and know that I appreciate all the comments. Right, Ziggy? We appreciate all the comments. How you doing, Ziggy? How you doing, Sammy? Here's Simba. He's on the cat tower in the bedroom. So I've been doing about 5 or 10 miles a day, or somewhere between 5 and 10 miles a day when I can. Today was really hot out. It was like 95 degrees. Right now it's about 85. So I think I could squeeze in 5 miles before I come home and, feed the cats, clean up the kitchen, stuff like that. Getting good exercise has been so helpful in getting through the grief from Boo's passing, and of course from Stella's passing, from both of their passing. It's so much harder when a cat passes away in the winter than it is in the spring or the summer. At least for me it is, especially if the weather's nice and I could get outside in the sunshine and I could get some good exercise outside. That's just been so super helpful for me. So I just wanted to mention that in case anyone else is dealing with pet loss grief. Definitely get outside, get in nature, get close to nature, take a walk, go for a bike ride, do something like that. It's just so super helpful. Right, Simba? Right, Simba? Simba says he does not like going outside at all. He loves his cat tower. It is mail time. The cat's got a few packages. Let's see what the cat's got. This is the first package. Let's see what the cat's got. Ooh, look at this. This is awesome. This says, "Hi, I started leaving your channel on for my 3 cats and they all love watching it. I sat down and started watching it too. Now we are all hooked. All the best to you and your sweet kitties," from Jennifer P. Thank you so much, Jennifer P, for watching the videos and for sending us these awesome goodies. What do we have here? Sammy's visiting. Hey, Sammy. Sammy's here. Hey, Sammy. We have a bottle of VetriScience new cat multivitamins for the cats. This is great. This is 90 chewable tablets, and I actually just finished a bottle of these with the cats the other day, so they get these occasionally in their homemade food for some additional nutrition, so thank you so much. And look what else you got, Sammy. The cat's got 2 cases of Tiki Cat. On top here we have the Tiki Cat pate in 6 flavors, which are sardines and lobster, tuna and crab surimi, mackerel and sardines, and tuna and prawn. Now, when Boo was not feeling well in the last few weeks of his life, one of the few things that he liked eating was the Tiki Cat sardines. Now, the phosphorus level in Tiki Cat sardines is pretty high, so, for a cat dealing with kidney issues, not the best food for them, but at the time, it was really just to try to get him to eat anything. So that was one of the things that he really liked to eat. And then over here, we have Tiki Cat After Dark Variety Pack. And this has 5 flavors. And this is chicken and quail egg, chicken and duck, chicken and lamb, and chicken and beef. These are both great because Tiki Cat is a brand that the vet said I should be feeding Simba for his weight loss. This was one of the brands that the vet suggested that I feed Splash and Simba. So Simba and Splash have been getting canned food for breakfast sometimes, and they've been getting it for lunch every day. I've been splitting up their meals, so they're going to enjoy trying these. Thank you so much. And here's another package. And check this out. This is a case of Stella and Chewy's Carnivore Cravings Savory Shreds Variety Pack. The cats have never had these, so this will be interesting to see if they like them. And it says there are 6 tasty recipes to help your best friend thrive. And let's see, we have chicken and salmon recipe, chicken and beef recipe, tuna and mackerel recipe, chicken and turkey recipe, chicken and chicken liver recipe, and tuna and salmon recipe. They all sound good, and I'm sure the cats are going to enjoy trying these. But I don't see a note in the box. You're gonna sit in there. Look at this. Look at this. Sammy says she fits in this box. You like it, Sammy? You fit good? You fit good in this box, Sammy? See how small she is? You gonna hang out in this box for a while? Sammy loves boxes. Absolutely loves boxes. But I don't know who these are from because there is not a note in the box. So thank you to whoever sent these to the cats. It is extremely helpful. It definitely helps me save money on cat food, especially with the amount of vet bills that I've had this year. It's been very challenging. Right, Sammy? Right, Sammy? Right, Sammy? Our monthly budgets have been blown and stretched to their limit. Okay, you going to relax in there now, Sammy? Thank you so much. It's almost 9 p.m. and here's Simba. Hey Simba, how are you? I just fed all the cats and I just put a video on for Simba and Splash to watch. I have to clean up the kitchen. It's like a total disaster today. And then after I clean the kitchen, I have to clean downstairs and some other parts of the house. So it's going to be a few hours of cleaning before I get to bed tonight. And what I realized over the past hour or so, because a few of the cats have kind of been misbehaving, not Splash or Simba, but just members of the Lucky Seven. And it makes things more difficult. Like when I'm on a schedule and when I have like a time crunch and I need to get, things done, when cats are not behaving, it just makes everything so much harder because then you have to like wrangle the cats and get them like where you want them or, stop them from doing what they're not supposed to be doing, that kind of thing. And what I realized is that Stella and Boo used to make sure that the cats behaved. They definitely made sure Simba and Splash behaved because, they raised them since they were kittens and they disciplined them if they did something bad. But even when it came to like the Lucky Seven, Stella and Boo would let them know if they did something wrong. Like Boo used to smack Nancy. Stella used to like hiss and growl at them if she didn't like what they were doing. I mean, Simba sometimes does that, but not to the extent that Boo and Stella did that. And I really miss that. Like you don't realize how helpful cats can be when it comes to managing other cats, especially if you have a multiple cat household. The amount of help that Stella and Boo gave me with regards to the rest of the cats was just truly incredible. It's 8:15 a.m. and I wanted to show you Simba because he was laying so funny with his paws in the air. How you doing, Simba? I'm cleaning up this room a little bit and defrosting breakfast for Splash and Simba. Grandma and Grandpa are coming for a visit today. They haven't been here in quite a while. And Simba's looking forward to it, right, Simba? You going to see your Grandma and Grandpa? He hears the sprinklers outside. I think they just turned on. So that's what we're getting ready for. I got to feed all the cats and get everyone ready for their day before they get here. And hopefully we'll all have a nice day. Right, Simba? Right, Simba? It is 7:15 a.m. Here's Simba. Good morning, Simba. Simba had a good time yesterday with Grandma and Grandpa. Simba loves Grandpa. Simba loves watching TV with Grandpa, right, Simba? Simba loves getting pets from Grandpa. Hey, Simba. And he also gets some treats from Grandma. Except Splash doesn't like coming out when visitors are in the house. And oh my gosh, the Lucky Seven just go into total hiding. That's what they did yesterday. I didn't even know where a lot of them were. But then later at night, after everyone leaves, then they come out. So we had a nice day visiting. And then we went out for dinner. And if you'd like to see where we went, Grandma Farrell posted a video about that on her channel, which I can link to below. So then last night, I ended up falling asleep on the couch. And I was so comfortable there, I was like, I'm just going to sleep here all night. But I kept waking up because I kept hearing Splash howling. Like he does this thing in the middle of the night where he howls in a way that I never heard him howl before. like before Stella passed away. And I honestly think sometimes he's howling for her. It's almost like he's howling like mom, he's howling for her. So it's kind of sad. This is a pet cot with a canopy that I bought for Cousin Oliver. They had it at Lidl. It was fairly inexpensive. It was less than $20. Grandpa Farrell helped me put it together yesterday. And I didn't realize how big it was. Like when I bought it, I thought it was going to be half the size that it is, but it's pretty big. Now, I did have a pet cot previously. I remember Hydrox used to like to lay on it, but it didn't have a canopy. And I thought Cousin Oliver might like this because of the canopy, because he likes to lay on the patio chairs. And I have the patio umbrella and also the tablecloth, which is almost like a canopy. I'm hoping he likes to use this instead of the chairs, because every time I want to use a chair, I have to clean it off. So it would be great if I could get him to use this. I think what I'll do later is maybe go outside, put some catnip on it, and see if that'll attract him to it. Right now, he's laying underneath the patio table. And here's Sammy. Hey, Sammy. Good morning, Sammy. These are like Sammy's bed over here. Sammy likes to sleep here on the landing near the door. She likes to sleep here, like between the screen and the door. And then she also likes to make this her little sleeping corner. Okay, Sammy. How you doing? Who's in the window? It's Ziggy. Hello, Ziggy. How are you, Ziggy? Here's Nancy. She came out of hiding. Oh, and there's Ziggy. Hey, Nancy. Nancy was in hiding this morning from yesterday. I think they're afraid that they are going to be taken away. And there's Ringo. Hey, Ringo. It's 9:30 a.m. and here's Cousin Oliver. He's eating the food that I gave him. So the lucky 7 did not eat the majority of their breakfast. So I scraped it up, put it on his plate, and he enjoyed it. There's still some plates there from yesterday. I'm going to go put some catnip on his new cot. Or is he going to go check it out? Maybe I won't need to put catnip on. Is he going to check it out? Go on there. Go ahead. I was just going to walk by. I just put some catnip on it. And I put a camera on the patio. He's smelling the camera. He should smell the catnip. I put so much catnip on it by mistake, so I had to pick some off of it. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go get your catnip. Go get your catnip. Go ahead, it's on the cot. Go ahead, it's on your new bed. You have a canopy bed now. There he goes. Is he gonna go on it? There's so much catnip over there. Look how small he is compared to that bed. There he goes, there he goes. Yay, he's on the bed. Maybe he'll make himself comfortable. That's big enough for 2 or 3 cats. So one of the reasons why I'd rather him have this bed than the patio chairs is because, if he does have fleas, which he most likely does, I don't want to mistakenly, bring them inside by sitting on a chair that might have a flea on it. Although I do clean the chairs off before I use them. But you never know. Fleas are so small. All right. He's not going to hang out there. Here's Sammy. She's watching from the window. There's a nice breeze right now. And I signed up for a 5K. So I'd like to go out and do that. I haven't taken a walk in a while. Hopefully it'll take me an hour or less. I'm just doing it at a casual pace. I'm not going to be like jogging or running or anything. Okay, Simmy. Be a good girl, okay? See you later. She probably smells the catnip, so I think what I'm going to have to do is actually shut this window a bit. I don't really trust Sammy near a window like this with catnip outside. Thank you for watching this Lucky Earls video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you'd like me to post more videos, and please make sure to check out these other videos that were selected especially for you.